Wanted to get on here real quick and just talk to you guys real fast and, just about something that's really been on my mind a lot lately. And I just wanted to go through it and talk it through with you guys. All right. Man, look, so often we see the negative connotation about being needy. All right. And I agree. You shouldn't be needy inside of a relationship when you're dealing with a girl, when you're talking to women. You shouldn't be needy. All right. Now, so I'm with that 100%. So do not get it twisted. The main thing here is I really want to discuss and talk about is the topic of neediness. So often we see so many people talking about, don't be needy. Don't be needy in a relationship. Don't be needy with women. All that kind of thing. And guess what? I agree with that. You shouldn't be needy. You shouldn't be simping or whatever you want to call it, right? That's not the way to go about it. But here's the deal. This is where I think a lot of people get it twisted, is you should be needy when it comes to yourself, about yourself. All right, so look, I see so often there's, all these resources out there, myself included, where all you got to do is reach out, ask questions. Find out the type of information that you're looking for. Clearly, there's people out there that are thought leaders in their field. Now listen, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been a part of, working with guys, coaching guys, being a part of, myself, my own self-improvement, my own leveling up for 15 years. All right. There's people out there who have more information than you have. All right. Now, I'm not saying that you necessarily, I'm the only guy out there that knows a thing or two. That's clearly not the case. I have many contemporaries who do very well, okay, who give a lot of value, give a lot of information out there. So I'm not the only one. But I do think that you need to align yourself with somebody who really speaks to you, who really shares a lot of the same ideals, the same worldview, there's a lot of the same perspectives, and learn from that person. Ask questions. If that person doesn't answer your questions, if that person isn't, communicating with you, then yeah, cool, get what you can out of that value, out of that free information, whether it's a YouTube channel or an emailer or a Facebook group, which by the way, we have a great Facebook group that's predicated on everything I'm talking about right here. The thing is that so many guys are reluctant to ask questions. There's no stupid questions, man. Everybody is at a different point in their life. Everybody is at a different point in their journey, man. Some people are further ahead than others, and that's okay. Everybody had a starting point. For me, 15 years ago. For you, it might have been today. So of course I'm gonna have a little bit more experience and a little bit more knowledge and know-how than you, okay? That's why you should be asking me questions, because I have that. I've been around the block a few times. If my voice doesn't speak to you, that's okay. It's not a matter of, I have to be everything for everybody. That's not the point of this. I speak to the people that I resonate with. If I don't resonate with you, that's okay. That's all right. That doesn't make you somebody that's lesser than, and it doesn't make me somebody that's a fraud or whatever, charlatan or something like that. I just don't speak to you, and that's a-okay, man. All right? But at the end of the day, you should be seeking out the information to get over the sticking points that you're dealing with. Do not be afraid to ask. Look, man, when I'm a part of a program, and I have been a part of programs, I've had mentors, I've had guys that I looked up to, that I sought information from. I was the neediest dude in the room. Why? Because they had information in their head that I needed to get out of their head and into mine. And so I would ask questions. I would try to find out everything that they had in terms of value, in terms of information, and particularly if you're paying for a program. If you're paying for a program, I know for me, I wanted to get every penny of value that I could get out of that program because money is worth something. And so I wanted to know what it is that they knew. So I could go out and apply it. So I could go out, take action, and see what worked for me, what didn't, discard what don't, use what did, and make things happen for myself to put me in the position to be in front of this camera to tell you what I'm telling you, okay? So look, man, if you're afraid to ask questions because you feel like you'll look stupid, dude, you're more stupid for not asking the question because you're gonna remain in that ignorance and all you're doing is building yourself a prison of ignorance that you've locked yourself into. You have the key and you refuse to let yourself out of that cage due to, I don't want to look a certain way in front of certain people. Man, those people don't care. And even if they do care, you shouldn't care because you're the one that has to live with the results or the lack thereof, right? They don't have to live with your lack of results. You do. So we have a forum here. All you have to do is ask questions. You could drop them in the comments. You could join our Facebook group, be a part of that. You could be a part of our VIP program and ask questions all day long and get answers from guys like myself, Jared Syke Lawrence, Cosmo, who won the pickup artist on VH1, Albert, who was on Survivor, Jamie Date, you know, coming from a female perspective. So look, these resources are available to you, but if you don't take advantage of it, it's on you. You're the one who has to take the responsibility. You're the one who has to put in the action. I can't do it for you, man. You're the one that has to do it. If you're salty because you're not getting the results that you want, guess what? That's on you. And I'm not trying to be harsh with you. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or trigger you. I'm not trying to do any of that. All I'm trying to do is point out the reality that you're the one that is responsible for your life. You're the one that's going to be on your deathbed one day saying, I wish I would have done things different. I have regret that I'm going to my grave with because I didn't ask questions. I didn't put in the action. Now I'm here and it's the end of my life. Now I know that sounds, a little melodramatic and a little bit over the top. But guess what? The reality is that will be you one day. Might not be tomorrow. Might be 80 years from now. And I hope it is. But either way, it's coming. And if you're in the position of laying in that deathbed, saying those things, you're not going to be able to reverse it at that point. It's too late. You're at the point now. You're at a precipice of I can do things out of ego where I don't want to look silly in front of people. I don't want to ask a dumb question. What would people think? Those people are going to go and do their own thing. They're going to go live their own lives. And so are you. And by living that life on your terms, it's going to be way more rewarding. By living your life, by asking questions from people that know more than you, from you not being the smartest person in the room. It's been well said, man. If you're the smartest person in the room, you need to find a different room. Don't be the smartest person in the room. Be the most curious person in the room. Be the neediest person in the room. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.